Moki Boboileo Inakwana Ndevu. Welcome to another episode of Voice It, and I'm your host Nafisat. I talked about self-love last week, and today I'll be talking about selflessness. For anyone on earth to be selfless, trust me, it takes a lot of happiness. Selflessness is the key to inner happiness, and it's also the key to your own destruction. Funny how that is. If a person wants inner happiness, he can acquire it by being kind, selfless, and forgivable. Every human faces hurdles in lives and learns from his or her own mistakes and experiences, which at some point makes you selfless or selfish. Selflessness is an important key to marriage, relationships, and friendships. Why is selflessness important? Being selfless helps us identify and connect with other people, and in our own way, that is actually rewarding. Selflessness helps us act from our heart and souls instead of our ego. Tapping into our own desired feelings. Life no balance, so being selfless has its own disadvantages too, funny enough. Helping others can actually benefit our health, our relationships, and our own happiness. It depends on the kind of person that you are. How can we practice selflessness? Learn to say yes more than you say no. As long as you aren't doing it in a way that you are going to put yourself in a tight corner, I feel you should be able to say yes more than you say no in this life. My own is that you should not put yourself inside tight corner. I beg. Get out of your own head. Practice stepping out of your own thoughts, your emotions and desires. Think about those things around you. Take a break from your own world. You need to explore. Just have that time that, okay, you want to feel around other people. Give more. Don't simply give. Learn to give more. There is no limit to how much we can love and share with other people. Love more. Practice sending love to everyone and everything, including yourself. Most especially yourself. Reflect daily. It is important to know how we act, think, or live without taking the time to reflect on our thoughts, our habits, and our actions. Take a few moments every day of your life and reason. Just think: how have I acted today? How did I treat myself today? Where could I have loved or given more? Think about these things and remember not to beat yourself up if you actually answer those questions and you feel you fucked up. Simply intend to be better and try again tomorrow. That is not actually the end of the world. You can always try something else. You can develop yourself more. Just pick yourself back up. Learn to let go. You should actually try to let some things go. It's not a big problem for you to let things go, even if some situations might actually be difficult. But my own is that you should actually try to forgive people more. If God that is sitting on the throne can actually forgive us that are on earth, his own children, so why can't we forgive others? It might be difficult. We might find ourselves in some situations that might make us feel bad. We might not actually want to forgive anybody that have offended us, but I use God beg you. This life is too short. Nothing actually lasts forever. Remember, we go die one day, last. So forgive. I'll end today's topic with some quotes. Everywhere in life, the question is not what we gain, but what we do. Sometimes you have to be selfish to be selfless. No, they judge every day by waiting you harvest, but by waiting you don't plant. You really don't have to think about what you've harvested in a day. Think of what you have planted. That is actually more useful. Lastly, give until it hurts. When you feel you can't take it anymore, my brother, my sisters, forget that thing. I want to say a very big thank you to a special person who has actually made me to be this selfless. And I also want to say a big thank you to everyone who has always been there from day one. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Voice It. Don't forget to share. Juma Mubarak to my wonderful Muslim brothers and sisters. Have a wonderful weekend. I remain your host, Nafisat. God bless. Don't forget to catch cruise because you get why.